Hey crypto friends, my name is Garrett and welcome to Altcoin Radar. Today guys, I'm going to do a little comparison between all the major centralized crypto exchanges so that we can simply see which exchanges are best for various use cases. So guys, the key thing here to remember though is all crypto exchanges are decent. I mean, pretty much most of them are all pretty decent, to be honest with you. And you guys, the thing here is all of them have their own benefits and downsides as well, okay? But overall here, you guys, everyone has a different reason for using the exchange that they personally use. I know me, for instance, you guys, I have a specific reason as to why I use specific exchanges, and I know other people who also have, their typical reasons for using different exchanges too. So we're going to look at some of the different comparisons between all of the major crypto exchanges, okay? Now guys, here's the other key thing. I'm only mentioning the major exchanges, okay? I don't really care about the small ones. There's not enough liquidity in them for, for people to really care about. Most of the time, you guys, most people are going to only care about the big mainstream exchanges, okay? So we're only going to be talking about those here, okay? So yeah, let's take a look at these. So guys, I have already made a very nice and handy crypto exchange cheat sheet, kind of, I guess you could say. It's just a simple, just a simple Excel spreadsheet of all the major crypto exchanges, and we're going to go through each little category step by step about each one. So guys, here are all the crypto exchanges I have, and the first thing we're going to start out with is KYC, okay? So all of the major crypto exchanges that I have that we're going to talk about today, we're going to talk about Coinbase, we're going to talk about MEXC, KuCoin, we're going to talk about Binance US, we're going to talk about FTX US, we're going to talk about Kraken, or Kraken, however you pronounce it, Binance, FTX, Gate.io, Bitfinex, Huobi Global, and Bybit, okay? Now here's the other thing, you guys. Another thing that I want to mention here right off the bat is the fact that, not all of these can be used by people in the United States. I'm based in the United States, so that's why I'm personally talking about this. So realistically here, you guys, these 5 exchanges right here, or sorry, nope, gotta go down one more. It's 6. These 6 exchanges right here are the main ones that people are using in the United States, okay? As far as, mainstream crypto exchanges go, okay? Now, I know Robinhood is, is one of them also, and I also know Gemini is another one, but I don't like to consider them mainstream because they don't have anywhere near the type of, the amount of liquidity in them that, as these other larger exchanges have. So for people in the United States, you are going to only be, the only ones you are going to have access to pretty much are Coinbase, MEXC, KuCoin, Binance US, FTX US, and Kraken, okay? Everybody outside of the United States, you'll have access to every single one of these on this list, okay? So just keep that in mind when watching this video. So guys, the first thing we're going to talk about here is going to be KYC. So KYC, if you're not familiar with KYC, it stands for Know Your Customer. It pretty much means that unless you, it basically means that when an exchange requires your KYC or requires KYC requirements, it basically means that you're going to have to fork over your personal information such as your name, email address, a picture copy of your photo ID, and maybe even your social security number. I don't know. You're going to have to give in all kinds of personal information just to be able to use the exchange. These are typically exchanges that are complying with federal regulations in the United States and other countries that require tax information and stuff like that as well. So realistically, you really don't have very much privacy with a KYC required exchange. So again, here you guys, that's another thing you have to keep in mind when you're deciding on which exchange you want to choose in the long term here, okay? KYC is a very important thing, okay? So for people like me who don't like, who really like their privacy and don't want people to be, looking over their, every move that they make, I don't like crypto exchanges that require KYC, okay? Now, me personally, I do use Coinbase just as a fiat on-ramp from my bank onto, to be able to buy crypto, but I send it out of there and send it directly to the exchange that I personally use, which is MEXC, okay? And by the way, you guys, I am a partner of MEXC. If you want to check it out and you want to try it out, you can find a link to it in the description below this video. But other than that, you guys, besides that, regardless, this is about all of the exchanges here, not just MEXC, okay? So realistically here, you guys, overall, if you like your privacy and you want things to stay private, you are going to have to go with an exchange that doesn't require KYC in order to trade crypto. MEXC, if you're based in the United States, the only crypto exchange you're going to be able to use is going to be MEXC, okay? So if you don't want to be tracked, if you don't want to have to upload your personal information in order to trade crypto, you're going to have to use MEXC, okay? And again, you guys, you can find a link to it in the description below this video. Other than that, you guys, you've got Coinbase, you've got KuCoin, you got Binance US, and you got FTX US, and you've got Kraken, okay? If you're in the US, you've got all three or all the rest of these 5 exchanges to, you know, go off of and use on a regular basis. Other than that, if you're not based in the United States, again, if you don't want government entities or whatever, if you don't want, you know, if you don't want your trades being tracked on a regular basis, or you don't want to have to fork over your personal information, you also have access to Binance does not fully require KYC yet. They do require KYC to a certain extent, but they don't require it on a very minimum level, okay? And the same is true with Huobi Global and Bybit. You don't have to upload your personal information to use those either. But if you're a type of person where you do care about, you know, or where you don't really care about your privacy and you don't care about having to, you know, upload your personal documents and stuff like that, hey, more power to you. Go right ahead. You can choose any single one of these exchanges, you guys, which honestly, most people are going to not care about their privacy. I mean, that's kind of the general thing I've seen so far, is most people generally just don't care about their privacy. So they just go with whatever exchange looks, you know, whatever exchange looks pretty to them. So most people are going to probably choose, you know, between Coinbase and KuCoin and Binance and whatnot. But realistically here, if you do care about your privacy and you don't want to be tracked, go with either MEXC, Binance, Huobi Global, or Bybit. So guys, that does it for KYC requirements. So we will move on to the next thing here. So the next thing with all of these exchanges that we're going to talk about here is going to be trade fees, okay? So trade fees is kind of a big deal, you guys, all right? Now here's the thing, all right? It's kind of... This is all going to depend on what kind of trading you're doing as well, you guys. So, I mean, it's going to be different for people who are trying to day trade, for people who are trying to swing trade and whatnot and everything. So realistically here, you guys, as you can clearly see, Coinbase has the very largest trading fees, okay? And these are all taker fees, okay? So these are all going to be taker fees. So realistically here, you guys, and these are all average taker fees, okay? So realistically here, your average taker fee is going to be roughly around, most people are going to pay roughly around 0.6% per fee, or per trade, okay? So that's 0.6% that's gone away from your profits, you guys. That's insane. They charge an astronomically large amount for trade fees, and it's absolutely ridiculous. I don't know why they do it, but as you guys can clearly see here, they charge the most out of any other crypto exchange, okay? So as you guys can see here, out of all of these, FTX has the cheapest one. But the thing here is they don't have many coins to trade, and we'll get into that later. But realistically here, you guys, if you're all about the fees and you don't want to pay the least amount of fees as possible, the cheapest one you're going to have here is going to be FTX at 0.07%. Otherwise, as you guys can clearly see, most of them fall in the range of 0.1 to 0.2%, which realistically isn't that bad. Realistically here, though, I would personally stay away from, you know, Kraken or Coinbase. Those are going to be your two that are the most expensive. So, you know, stay away from those as much as possible if your major concern is trade fees. So, guys, next up, we'll talk about coins supported. So, if you're like me, I'm personally one of those types of people where my big thing is I want to be able to make the most amount of profits as possible, okay? And the way to do that is to get in on newly launched coins that get, you know, launched on a regular, frequent basis. So I like to choose an exchange that, you know, adds new coins on literally a regular basis. And, you know, guys, that's why I personally chose MEXC once again, because they are literally adding new coins every single week. And if you get in on those coins right when they launch, oh man, you can make some pretty decent profits on them. If you get to them quick enough and you sell out quick enough, you can really make some darn good profits in them, you guys. So realistically here, you guys, if you're like me and you want to get in on a lot of coins, your best bets are going to be either MEXC, KuCoin, or Gate.io. If you're in the United States, you're only going to be able to choose between MEXC and KuCoin, okay? If you're out of the United States, it's going to be MEXC, KuCoin, and Gate.io, and probably Huobi Global as well. You know, but most people are going to go with Binance probably because it's, you know, everybody knows Binance, and then Coinbase. But the thing with Coinbase, you guys, is they only support 205 coins right now. That's not that many coins whatsoever. So if you want the most profits as possible, go with an exchange that has the most possible coins supported, okay? And coins that are adding, or exchanges that are adding more coins on literally a regular basis here, okay? So next up, we're going to talk about built-in indicators, all right? So for some people, this is a very key thing, okay? A lot of people want to be able to trade right in the exchange, okay? Which is, you know, obviously there's a lot of people who aren't using TradingView. If you're not familiar with TradingView, it's a website where you can basically go and you can sign up and you can pretty much just, add your own coin, add a whole bunch of coins, pretty much any coin that you want that's on any centralized exchange, and you can chart it out right into their platform right here. It's very nice. A lot of people use it. But otherwise, besides that, you guys, we've got all of these exchanges also have built-in indicators, and a lot of them actually bring in indicators right from TradingView into the exchange. So realistically here, you guys, as you guys can clearly see, every single one of these exchanges has all of pretty much every indicator you can get on TradingView. So that is awesome to see, you guys. So every single one of them is going to be great, except, lo and behold, Coinbase. Once again, it's like there's something up with Coinbase. I don't understand what the deal is with Coinbase, but it's like they have such an issue with like being as good as everybody else. I don't understand it. I just don't understand it. They only have, even with their new trading platform, they only have 7 indicators, which is absolutely terrible, you guys. So guys, next up we're going to talk about deposit types, meaning the types of deposit you can use to be able to buy into crypto into the platform, okay? So obviously, you guys, as you can see, Coinbase is going to have the most possible ways. They've got bank transfer, they've got wire transfer, they got debit card, and they've got PayPal as well. But it seems here, most of them usually are between bank, wire, and debit and credit card. So that's really nice to see. As you guys can clearly see here, though, if you're in the United States and you're going with something like Binance US, you're only going to be able to do bank and wire transfer. So that kind of stinks. But realistically, all the other ones, you can do it with pretty much everything else. So that's very nice to see, you guys. KuCoin, they don't support bank transfers, so you can't use a bank transfer on there. You can only use debit and credit card, so that kind of stinks as well. Let's see here. So as you guys can see, Bitfinex is the only other one that's just kind of like Binance US as well, where you can only use bank transfer or wire transfer. So though, that kind of stinks as well. So as you guys can clearly see, you can take a look at this whenever you want. You guys just, pause the video and take a look at it, and, you can look at it and figure it out whatever you want to do. Next up, we're going to talk about Launchpad. If you guys aren't familiar with Launchpads, you guys, a Launchpad is pretty much a place where it's pretty much a home for a brand new coin that's about to launch or wants to launch. The coin basically launches on the exchange, okay? So it's pretty much a brand new coin that hasn't launched yet, and it can launch on that exchange for the very first time, okay? And these coins are typically, a lot of people like to invest in these types of coins because they haven't even started trading yet, and they can get in on them early and, ride the wave all the way up, when it, after it launches. So a lot of people do like crypto exchanges with built-in launch pads. If you're looking for something like that, MEXC has a built-in launch pad. KuCoin has somewhat of a launch pad. Binance has a launch pad, and Bybit also does have a launch pad as well, as you guys can clearly see here. So next up, you guys, we've got support ratings. Now, I have tried and tested the support system on every single one of these exchanges just for this specific comparison chart here, you guys. So overall here, you guys, the worst place to get crypto support or to get support on the exchange is going to be Coinbase. They are so terrible. It's not even funny, you guys. For being an American company, for being a company based in the United States, it's disgusting, you guys. It's absolutely disgusting. I just cannot believe how much they don't give a crap about their customers. It's so terrible, it's not even funny. Everything here is all based on bots, okay? They have a bot for everything here. I mean, if you ask it a question, they give you a really stupid bot answer. So realistically here, you guys, Coinbase, all they care about their profits. They don't care about helping their customers. They don't care about anything like that. It's embarrassing. It's embarrassing, to be honest with you. So realistically here, if you care about support and you want a good exchange that offers good support, stay the hell away from Coinbase, you guys. Stay away from it, okay? There's got to be a time where people stop using Coinbase, or Coinbase starts to finally realize that they're doing something wrong, because They really are. Their support sucks. Their built-in indicators suck. Their coins, the amount of coins that they have sucks. Their trading fees suck. I mean, when are people going to wake up and realize how crappy Coinbase actually is? I mean, I don't get it. I still don't get it. But realistically here, you guys, you know, I opened up a support ticket with Coinbase personally with my personal account. I mean, literally like 2 years ago. I mean, that support request never got answered, not once. Never got answered, not once at all. Never got an email for it, nothing. And it is still sitting in an open position. So realistically here, you guys, I wouldn't trust them for support whatsoever. But as you guys can see here, all the rest of the exchanges were perfectly fine. Most of these exchanges did have a live chat system as well. But the difference here is a lot of them only had bot support, okay? A lot of them only had bot support, so a lot of them that you see that are 5 and 6s are typically only bot support, okay? But the rest of them are typically, I'm usually getting connected with a real human being that's very quick and easy, and they get to my answer, and they give me a good answer to my question in a very timely manner, you guys, without making me, you know, without making excuses and stuff like that. So realistically here, the best ones that I came across were MEXC and KuCoin and Kraken, okay? Kraken actually had what I would consider to be the most friendly customer service agents. They were awesome, okay? These people were really great to talk to. So realistically, if you're looking for something that has really good support ratings and a company or a crypto exchange that has really good support, Kraken's going to be one of them. If that's, you know, one main key thing you're looking for. So next up, you guys, we're going to talk about other useful features, okay? So a lot of these exchanges, they all have different types of features, okay? Now, I'm sure you can see that there's a lot of them here that say too many to list, and that is simply because a lot of them, guys, they really do have too many to list. So for instance, Coinbase. The only other useful features that Coinbase really has is it's got an NFT marketplace and a Visa debit card. That's pretty much it. I mean, yeah, you can stake coins on there also, but it's not like legitimate staking or anything. So realistically here, it's not really that cool. But realistically here, all they really got is their NFT marketplace and their Visa debit card. And then for FTX US, they've got their FTX card, which is pretty much the same as the Visa debit card Coinbase has. And then they've also got FTX Pay and NFTs as well. Excuse me. And then Kraken, they've got staking and they've got margin trading, so that's nice. And then Bitfinex also has staking and margin trading as well. But now we're going to look into a few of these real quick, and I'm going to show you why some of these say too many to list, okay? So we'll go to MEXC, for instance, all right? We'll go to MEXC since, I mean, you know, MEXC is awesome. So we'll go to MEXC, and as you guys can clearly see, you guys, I mean, you can trade. I mean, they've got futures, futures trading. They've got their Launchpad, they've got their Kickstarter, they've got M-Day, get airdrops for holding MX tokens and trading crypto. So you guys, there's all kinds of different ways to get rewarded and to be able to earn extra tokens for doing various different things on these different exchanges, you guys. And MEXC isn't the only one that, you know, does this too. You know, they got derivatives as well. As you guys can see, we were talking about this earlier. We've got, you know, they've got futures. They also have copy trading as well, leveraged ETFs. Let's see here, and you know, they've got the typical spot trading, margin trading, whatever. You know, that's typical. So overall here, you guys, they've got all kinds of different other cool things, other useful features that you can, you know, take advantage of. Also, we'll take a look at KuCoin real quick. So KuCoin, you know, it's the same thing, you guys. They've got their NFT launch platform. They've got their NFT marketplace. They've got, you know, crypto lending. They've got a, you know, their token launch platform. They've got their, you know, they've got their daily bonus thing. They've got their KuCoin pool. They've got cloud mining. They've got all kinds of different features, you guys. And a lot of these exchanges have all kinds of different, you know, cool features. So it's good to say, it's good to, that's pretty much why I said, or why I mentioned that a lot of these have too many to list, okay? So realistically here, you guys, if you're looking for something that has all kinds of features, just, you know, hey, look into all of these ones that I listed too many to list, and you'll be able to see for yourself why I exactly listed them. If you're from the United States and you're looking for something that's got too many to list, look into MEXC and KuCoin. So as far as best features go, you guys, this was kind of hard. I mean, this is based on personal opinion here, so obviously, this isn't going to be the same for everybody. But as far as Coinbase goes, you guys, I hate Coinbase with a passion. I really do. But honestly, if I'm being brutally honest, you guys, Coinbase is the absolute easiest cryptocurrency exchange to use, and it probably always will be. It's a very easy to use, simplified exchange. It's super easy for newbies and for beginners who really have no idea what they're doing, so they can easily navigate through it. They have a phenomenal user interface and user experience design as well, you guys. Overall, it's a very simple and easy exchange to use. And I think that's where they kind of profit from and where they bank on everything from, is the fact that they are easy to use, because their fees suck. They suck at supporting different coins. Their indicators suck. They don't have a launch pad. Their support sucks. They really don't have many other features. The only thing they really got going for them, you guys, is it's very easy to use, and that's pretty much it. Next up, you guys, MEXC. I always thought, obviously this is the exchange that I personally use. Again, if you want to try it out, there's a link in the description below this video. You can click on it and, check out the exchange and, use it. I personally love it, you guys, because they have the most altcoins to trade out of any other crypto exchange out there, and they are literally adding new coins on literally an every other day basis, which is awesome because I'm able to get on almost all of them and be able to profit from each and every single one of them when they take off in the very beginning. So guys, next up we've got KuCoin. I felt like their best feature is their trading bot, and then next we've got Binance US. And to be honest with you guys, I put not sure because, to be quite frank with you guys, I really don't know what their best feature would be, because they don't really have anything that stands out from every other exchange here. I mean, they really don't. I mean, the only other feature that they have is staking, and that's literally it, you guys. I mean, they really don't have anything else that would be considered a best feature. So I guess you could say, since staking is their only other feature, I guess I could have put, staking as being their best feature, but I think not sure with a question mark sounds a hell of a lot better. So next up, you guys, we've got FTX US, which would be obviously NFT minting. That would be their best feature. Next up, we've got Kraken, and I put live chat support as their best feature because honestly, these people made me feel so damn welcome. It's not even funny, you guys. Whoever they've got, at their chat support, keyboard, they do a phenomenal job and they deserve a raise. They made me feel so comfortable, and they answered my questions in a very, very, very timely manner, and they were just awesome people. Next up, you guys, we've got the regular Binance exchange, which is typically going to be your most highest volume centralized exchange. Most people are using Binance, and for good reason too. I mean, it's the highest volume exchange out there. I mean, and that's because most people are using it. So if you're looking for something with high volume, there you go. Next up, you guys, we've got the regular FTX exchange. I put cheap trade fees as their best feature because you really can't beat 0.07%, you guys. That's extremely cheap. Next up, you guys, we've got Gate.io, which would be their best feature, would definitely be their bot and copy trading features. So that's nice as well. But some people don't really like that kind of thing, because they don't really like the idea of a robot taking over their trades and being able to trade for them. I mean, me personally, I don't know if I'm really into that either. I kind of like being in control of what I'm trading and what I'm not trading and stuff. So overall here, that's really not a big thing for me. But next up, you guys, we've got Bitfinex, and again, their best feature is going to be staking. Next, we've got Huobi Global and Bybit, which both of them, you guys, their best features are their trading bots here. So overall here, you guys, I literally covered a shit ton of information about every single one of these exchanges. I did my work to look into every single one of these to, look up all this information for all this stuff, and I'm not finished with this list whatsoever. So I will be adding more to this in the long term, and I will be adding more, smaller exchanges to it in the long term as well. So realistically here, you guys, if you want more, good info on different exchanges, hey, feel free to check it, or feel free to reach out to me on Twitter or something, and, ask me questions about them or whatnot if you'd like to. But overall here, you guys, that's going to pretty much do it for this video. So I will go ahead and wrap this one up. But again, guys, hey, before you guys leave, go ahead and make sure to subscribe to the channel so that you never miss a new crypto and altcoin video from me on a regular basis. And hey, guys, with that said, thanks again for watching, and I hope to see you guys in the comment section of my future videos.